Hi, and welcome to another episode of Intuition with Ange. I'm your host, Ange the Psychic. Today is going to be something a little bit interesting. So, I'm going to be channeling from the Akashic Records for the collective. I'm just beginning now by using some Palo Santo incense to cleanse the space, to cleanse myself before channeling from the divine. So, if you haven't heard of the Akashic Records, it is basically like a big collection of energetic imprints from your past, present, and also your future. So, we can tap into our future by connecting. We can also see past lives, reveal karma and ties that are impacting us in this life, but majorly it is a source of tapping into collective consciousness. So in the Akashic Records, we actually have our own stories, our own soul history, and everything like that, but we also have that for every single person and living entity on the earth. So, when we are tapping into the messages and the energy of the Akashic Records, we're actually tapping into collective consciousness, into high level thinking that can excel us and change the way we look at things and view things. And this energy can often come out in what's almost like a riddle. It's quite poetic. So when I am channeling, the message may seem very perhaps whimsical. The words may not be directly clear in the first instance, and then after a few seconds of thinking about it or letting it resonate with your energy, the message can become much clearer. And what I found recently with the Akashic Records readings I've been doing is that it's often a very, very simple answer and solution to our problems. And we come in expecting, like, tell me exactly what I'm going to be, exactly who I'm going to be, exactly what is like imprinting on me at the moment to stop me. And the answer is sometimes unsatisfying for the fact that we believe collectively that it's hard, that it's going to be some massive big thing that's going to come knocking on our door, that's going to be the awakener, that's going to help us to shift and change our whole life. And often it's really, really simple messages, and they come through very simply so that it's something that we feel comfortable and confident to action. So if we were told the end result, like you're going to be a highly successful business owner with this and with that, it's almost ego rubbing to tell you the end result and just have it hanging over you without the steps to get there. It's not really going to create the change. So we're going to be disconnected from the energy of our future self because it is so far away. And that is often why the messages come through so simply and easily as something that we can action today or in the next week. And this is really allowing and helping for us to create the dreams that we want without just telling us that they're going to be there. So it's all about getting you ready energetically, physically, mentally for the change that you want, not just saying this is what you're going to create. And that I found can be almost annoying for the people that I'm reading for. So they're coming in expecting to gain confirmation and validation for things that they already know, and they just want to be reassured on perhaps their soul gifts or their future or their destiny. But then spirit jumps in, and spirit's saying, why do you need me to confirm these things that you already know? So where's the lack of trust? Where's the trust in yourself that's missing? And this is the major misconception that I have in reading. So people are coming to me knowing answers, and they're almost testing me to see if I can get the answer that they want. And if you're paying money to come to a reading just to test how psychic the reader is, it's kind of not really serving your best interest or my interest or anyone's. It's wasting the opportunity you have to deeply connect to a message for yourself. And it's really wasting the opportunity to tap into this collective or this higher consciousness understanding by just wishing to receive knowledge that you already have. So I'll often get messages that people will say, well, I'm already doing that. So like, what do I do next? And then it's really coming back to the knowledge that you just keep doing what you're doing and you don't second guess yourself. And then in developing that trust, you'll strengthen your intuition and you'll be able to take the next steps to get there. So I've had a couple of those in mini readings where the people are just like, okay, and it really does become simple when we stop overcomplicating it. That the message that you need today can be quite simple. You don't need to uproot your whole life from one reading. And it's not a coaching program. It's not 6 months. It's not 3 months. It's one reading. And so when we're working on your energy as it is, maybe all you're needing is acceptance to boost you along. One other thing that I did want to let you guys know is that tomorrow is actually my birthday and I'm turning 23 years old. So in my business, I'm going to be offering 23% off all readings, healings, and also coaching. So my coaching programs are usually $333 for 1 month, and that includes 2 calls for the month of 1 hour each coaching and also direct messaging during the month. But that's going to be 23% off as well as all of my one-time readings and healings. So my healings range between $111 and $149 usually. My Akashic readings are on sale for $99 and all other readings have the 23% off for the next month. So that's going to last from the 13th of April to the 12th of May. So if you're interested at all, in the drop down bio, I'm going to have my Instagram link. So you can head straight there and send me a message if you'd like to claim the discount. Otherwise, you can zoom straight into my Calendly booking link, book in your session, and then we can go from there on pricing. I can send you a Stripe link once I've added the sale. Okay, so now we're going to actually tap into the Akashic Records, and this is pretty exciting because it is the first time I'm doing it on the podcast and for a collective reading. So I have tapped in for a collective reading before, just connecting with the guides, my spirit team for the message, but this is the first time I'm going to be tapping into the Akashic Records. So that is really exciting. If you find this message resonates with you, please leave a comment or reach out to me on Instagram. I'd love to hear about it. But yeah, I'm just super excited to do this for you guys. So let's begin. I open the gateway to my channel to allow in true wisdom, healing, and compassion for the collective from the Akashic Records. May all energetic exchange be that for the greater good of mankind. My channel is now open and I surrender. Vision of magiba, magiba, magiba. Ah. We have been trying to reach you. It is time now to remember, to soften, to open. Breathe in that love. And breathe out the pain. We have been waiting for you to receive this. It is time for your energy to be activated, aligned, and brought forward with love. It is time now for you to hear and listen and respond to the messages left for you by the spirits. We are here ready for you to claim your power, your remembrance, to align with your soul's purpose and path, and to step bravely into the new world, to leave behind the shadows, the pain, and the aching that stood before you, to step newly into a life that is aligned, bright, powerful, beautiful, to claim your power, your passion, your joy. Why have you been hiding? We have called and called to reach you. It is time for you to claim your power. It is time for you to step into your destiny and to stop hiding, to be brave, to allow us to aid you in clearing your channel, in rising up, in finding clarity, in being your true self, in aligning in presence. Be present in your life. Do the work for yourself, not for the external, not for your job, not for your family. Tap into your true energy source and revitalize yourself. What do you give yourself during the day? What energy, what time? Think of it as a percentage. And just imagine raising that percentage by 5%, by doubling it. What would your life look like if you returned your energy to yourself instead of pouring only outwards? You are the creator of this reality, of this density, of this experience. So what are you creating? Are you creating a life of joy, of passion, of love? Or are you settling for the good enough? Are you choosing what you want? Or are you taking what is given without ever asking for more? Do you have the brave, courageous side of you available to you to ask for what you want? Do you? Do you feel like you need guidance when your own heart is speaking to you and you're ignoring it? Do you feel like you need some external measure, external validity to make what you think and feel valid? Or is your thinking and feeling valid enough as it is? Are you seeking and searching and trying every modality and technique that you can find, when really you could just communicate with yourself, with your mind, with your inner child, turn inwards and look at her and say, hello, what do you need today? It gets to be so simple. It gets to be fun. It gets to be revitalizing, amazing, beautiful, glorious. It gets to be all the things when you allow it. Can you surrender to what is? Can you meet yourself exactly where you are, and probably for the first time in a long time, can you go within and meet yourself and ask yourself, communicate with your inner child, with your higher self, with whatever comes up for you. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm avoiding? What part of me have I been hiding and keeping secret to feel more comfort, to not feel scared, to not have to change? Where have I been hiding? Where have I been resisting? Vana, vana, vana. Where can I forget the external? Where can I see the glisten in the mirror that shows me I am looking at myself? Where can I see myself truly? Can I look down at my skin and notice a part of me I've never seen before? A new freckle, a new bruise, a new mozzie bite, whatever it is. Can we look at ourselves truly and notice what we've been glancing over and not realizing is there? Can we come back to our home, our bodies, and realize that our soul is been sitting inside us this whole time, our greatest energy source at the core of us, and we've been seeking for energy, for alignment outside of ourselves. Our bodies are the house to our soul and our energy. And when we can allow our energy to expand and stretch and release what it's been holding inside of us, we become activated. We become activated as our true selves. And when we allow that energy to expand, to move up, we become aligned. We lose some of our density through moving the energy. We become lighter, or high vibe as they say it, and we start to miss and not even notice the parts of our lives that we used to focus so heavily on, the negative. We could be sitting in a room with a bunch of people and not hear one bad comment. We're switched to a different frequency, a different energy, and we cannot be reached by the lower vibrations. And this means an unraveling. We are unraveling our souls to a deeper level, finding depth in our hearts. We are unraveling who we once were to find out that the external doesn't really influence us. We are a bright energy flame, soaring, diving, reaching. We exist as we are only because we believe so. When we can bend the flame and break the mirror, we realize we exist here only as a speck of consciousness playing out in a game. And then we remember that we created the game, that we are the creatrix. We are the creatrix of our reality. So what new can we create to fill our cups, to feel the joy, to feel the pain, to feel it all? We came here to feel it all. So in what areas are we missing? How we tapped out from our energy, from our feelings, from our body? How can you bring yourself deeper to connect? Can you imagine a long cord of roots, like you're a tree, like you're part of the soil and the earth? It's grabbing down through your body and pulling you deeper into the soil, and you become one and you begin to float. Because when you anchor yourself deeply into the earth, the dichotomy is that you also free yourself up into the clouds. You are stretched by going deeper. By going deeper, you receive higher. By going deeper, you align lighter. By gaining clarity and depth, we gain freedom and consciousness and aspects of ourselves that we never really knew were part of us. We get to create with our voice, with our heart, with love. We get to step on the water, step on the sand, step in the earth. We get to experience it all because we chose to. Remember that this was a choice you made to play out, to create, to be present. It is time for the remembrance. It is time for you to rise and wake up and rise from the ashes and be reborn into a new version of the version of yourself that is more true and more real. We are waking up into an aligned version of us so that we can be shaken and torn and recreated into an even brighter and bigger version of ourselves, until we keep growing and growing until we realize all the versions of ourselves are real. They are part of us. But the most real part of us is the part that is present in all. There is a deep unraveling in your womb and your sacral spaces. We are deeply cleansing and releasing and aligning with a higher reality of freedom. We are letting go of the deepness, the heaviness, the rocks rooting our core, keeping us stuck, our creativity still. We are unleashing unravel, allow your energy to surrender to the frequency. Allow it to rock and move through you and release and disalign what's not yours. Imagine beams of light exploding from your core. It's being released. It is deep remembrance and forgiveness of self that is taking place in our DNA. We are remembering, we are releasing, we are coming in whole and activated and aligned. Allow this Akashic energy to move through you, to cleanse what you no longer need, and to bring in with purpose an activation of your blue flame, of the blue flame of your core that spreads from the base of your spine through your body. You may feel tingling in your arms as it's activated and risen. You may feel a tightness in your head at your third eye, or a heaviness or a density there as the energy floods, as you're being activated. You may feel your body start to move on its own, as mirrored here with my body. As the energy moves through, it will shake loose what is no longer serving us. This energy will gracefully and gently be rotated and moved through our body, down through our feet into the earth, where it may serve a purpose that it no longer serves us. Allow this cleansing to take place. I see spirit standing before me. It's a white light. It's a figure of energy standing before me right now, and I feel in my throat so much energy. You may feel in the coming days that your throat has been activated from this healing. Spirit stands before us, separate from time. It will meet you in the moment that you listen. Spirit will stand before you right now and will place into you exactly what you need, be it courage, be it love, be it strength, be it whatever it is that was missing. Now that we have released that energy from our core, we have created space for new. So Spirit is standing before you right now, placing into you exactly what you need for this moment. Spirit is placing it right now. You may feel it entering you. For me, I can feel it in my chest. I can feel Spirit placing energy directly to my heart to allow it to open further and fuller and deeper with you and others, for me to share my message. Where do you feel spirit entering you right now? Is it activating your mind, your heart, your soul? Perhaps some pain you felt in your body. Allow spirit to fill you up with this divine, loving energy. Sit here for a moment and feel that connection. Allow it to rush through you. Listen to your body as it chooses movement, stillness, whatever it is that's going to serve you highest in this moment. Listen to your body. Begin to feel whatever it is that your body is trying to show you, trying to get you to feel. This energy is coding you from the top of your gateway, the source, the portal which source steps through into your body, from the top of your gateway down through your chakras, down to your root, and this energy is coding and cleansing and reaching you deeply. Feel that energy begin to soften and gentle out. It comes in slower now, more peaceful, more gentle. It continues to gently weave, slower and slower, until the energy begins its natural flow in and out, and your spirit guide will stand back now. They will stand back and allow your energy to create its own vibration, using the energy they have used, your body will be activated and aligned, but it will continue its own path without your guide standing before you. It will begin to cycle as it should, with the energy placed within. And this activation is designed to clear away what no longer serves, to reach you at a higher vibration, to allow that divine wisdom to come in, to meet you where you're at. And with that, we begin to allow our energy to come in tighter. We've expanded it and opened it to receive a message, and now once we've received our message and our healing, we allow our energy to fill up its normal space that it does. Our aura pulls back into its normal, comfortable resonance, and we are closing down, staying open but closing down from the high energy we've received. And it's going to continue to move through us, but we will be able to return now to our normal lives with that energy moving calmly, and we can rest and drink lots of water and allow that energy alignment to follow us through in the next couple of days or weeks. If you feel any shifts or changes and you're seeking guidance from me, please feel free to drop a comment or reach out to me on Instagram or email. The energy will move through beautifully, exactly how you need it and as you need it. But if you are concerned or you do have any worries or you feel a sensation that you've never felt before and you want to reach out, please feel free to reach out to me. Because these energy healings, they can be interesting and they can show us parts of ourselves that we didn't quite notice were there before, like a blockage or something similar to that. Okay, and as we close down and return back, I ask you to be gentle with yourself. My channel is now closed. Thank you. Okay, so as we're connecting back into the present moment, you might want to wiggle your fingers or your toes and just take some space for yourself to feel the shifting and the changing that's occurred. And this might not have been what you'd expected, as I did intentionally set out to just channel a message in English from the Akashic Records, but I did feel the light language and the sounds and all of that taking over and needing to be heard and shared. So if this is a new experience for you and you enjoyed it, please let me know. If you would like a one-on-one session or a private Akashic channeling or energy healing. So I do Akashic readings and Akashic energy healing. So that is what this kind of blended into today, an Akashic energy healing. Feel free to reach out to me. They are currently on sale for $99 for a 1-hour session. That is in Australian dollars as well. So if you're from the US, it will be a little bit cheaper based on conversion. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today on Intuition with Ange. I hope that you got something from it, whether it be from the channeled words or whether it be from the energy healing that took place. I really hope that you did, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you.